Hello there. Welcome to day 7 of our magical German beer advent calendar journey. Super excited, as always, to continue sampling all these beers in this wonderful Christmas gift that I got. So yeah, this is day 7, so let's just dive right in and see what we got in store for us today. 7, all the way up here in the corner. So, open. All right. Cool. So, interesting. Perlenzauber. Perlenzauber. Kind of see that there? German Pale Ale. Interesting. It's got some interesting art on the can. This is kind of an interesting can. It sort of almost has a barrel, like a wood barrel design to it. You can kind of see. It's got this chick on the front. If I can move this around so you can kind of see without the glare. Looks like, I guess she's swimming. Looks like a porthole on a ship or something. So, yeah. Perlenzauber, German Pale Ale. Let's see. So this is 5.4%. It seems like they've all been around that. Pretty about 5.4% seems to be typical for a lot of these in this box. Brewed and owned by Privatbrauerei H. Egerer. So this is another beer by that brewery. The other one was... Was it the... yeah, it was the Zwickel from the other day. I think that was day 5. So another beer by that brewery. If I remember correctly, they were the ones... one of the bigger breweries. The one that started out doing the beer delivery service and has that... they do a lot of the beverage. They sell a lot of other beverages too, not just beer. Like sodas and stuff like that. Bottled water. I think they started out with lemonade, if I remember correctly. They did lemonade and beer. And they have this special water source. It's like a mineral well or something like that. I don't remember what it was called. It was, but they had that priest go out there with a dowsing rod and found. So yeah, interesting. So, intrigued. We got a German Pale Ale. This is a first so far out of the box. I don't think we've had a Pale Ale, if I remember. We've had a few like vises and stuff like that, but yeah, so let's go ahead and... It's kind of cool. None of the other ones really had any interesting art on the cover, or the can. You know, most of them just kind of had various designs and things, but nothing with actual, like, I think one of them, the first one, the Causley, maybe, had an owl on it or something, but... Okay. Kind of hard to smell. It doesn't have a... It smells kind of hoppy a little bit. It kind of has that sort of bitter, grassy smell a little bit. So, let's pour. It's pale ale, so I imagine that it's going to be relatively light in color. It certainly looks like it is. A little bit here. Yeah. Ooh. it's really kind of a yellowish color. It almost looks like it's kind of cloudy too. It's not super clear. Almost kind of looks like a lemonade. Get a little bit of. Yeah, it doesn't have a super strong smell to it. Like, it's not very prominent. But definitely, now that it's out of the can, it has a little bit of a fruitier smell. Almost like a lemon. It has a faint lemony smell. But not like a, you know, not like a cleaner. More like well, like a lemonade almost. Well, let's go ahead and taste it. It definitely is a little citrusy. It's not super sweet. Definitely has some lemony some mild lemon flavor to it. Almost a little herbal, but also there's still a kind of mild breadiness to it. Not really bitter though at all. And so far I'm not really noticing much of an aftertaste yet. Kind of let it linger for a second, but it definitely has sort of a citrusy flavor at first. It has that kind of sharp flavor, sort of a sharp citrusy flavor, kind of mild lemon. And that's really what I get first, but that fades quickly, and then there's that sort of undertone of sort of a bready undertone to it. So not super sweet and not really bitter. I don't really detect much of an aftertaste at all. Nothing that lingers or anything like that, like a couple of the previous beers. So pretty good. I'd say easy drinkability. Little bit more of a fruity taste than I generally prefer. This one definitely, the other ones were almost more, some of the other ones that have kind of had a fruitier flavor have been more of a, almost of a banana type of flavor. At least that's what it kind of reminds me of anyway. This is definitely more of a lemony, or even almost like an orangish. Ooh, excuse me. Definitely fizzy though, a little bit there. But yeah, so pretty good though. It's easy drinkability. It goes down smooth, and it's not really filling, at least from so far the sips that I've had. It doesn't really have a really hearty sort of, I don't know how you describe it, a hearty feel to it when you actually ingest it. It doesn't really feel like it's that filling. So I feel like I could probably drink several of these, and so I don't have several of these, otherwise I probably would. So I'm just gonna have to settle with what I got here. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna call it here and finish this up. Do some research on it, although I'm going to be a little hard pressed to find some more information. It'll probably focus more on the beer specifically in that type, because I've already covered a lot of the fun facts for this particular brewery, and it was very interesting. So I think they're one of the few ones that actually has their website available in English too. Most of the other ones do not. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. So you all take care and you have a good one.